Hello. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 80 of Hardcore Minecraft. And this is actually take 2 because I had the wrong launch version open, so I accidentally loaded the game without my shader pack on. But we're good. Oh, this is so much better. I had the default freaking Minecraft shader pack on and it looked absolutely awful compared to this. This is amazing. Anyways, I'm back on Hardcore Minecraft. And oh shoot, I didn't look at my previous stream to see what I did. All I remember oh Jesus. All I remember is that I tried to do something in the end and then it didn't work out, and then that's kinda it. Hold on. Phone's not on silent. Of course, every notification on the universe kicks in right as I'm to start streaming. This is a mess. But yeah, last time we tried to build this, and we weren't exactly successful. So that was that. Yeah, I think that's all we did though, is we mined that out and then we did something else. I can't remember what we did though. I for some reason cannot remember for the life of me what we did. I feel like we were here. Oh, that's right. We redid the path. Okay. Yeah, so over here we have a path that runs from Big Fire Mountain over to my roller coaster. And as you can see, this path has gotten completely redone. It looks really good. The only issue is we don't have a bridge yet. So we need to make a bridge this stream. And I'm gonna, hold on, my phone's going off. I'm just gonna see what this is. um, but yeah, we just need to make that bridge. But other than that, like, we redid this entire thing. It used to be about 6 blocks wide, and there was no pond here, obviously. This is the original sugar cane that was here on the seed. I re-added it. But other than that, I mean, we kind of just we basically finished it apart from yeah, we finished it apart from making that bridge. So I think today what we can do is we can focus on making the bridge. I just want to make something decent. I really don't know where to start. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of materials and head on over. But yeah, I'm definitely back on my BS today. I'm telling you, I'm I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just get all this. I need some more of those. Ooh, voice crack. I need some more of those. Definitely need fences. I don't know if we should have a different colored walkway. I think we should. I kind of want to make it out of stone brick. So we could just do that. Just see what works, I guess. I think that's all I want to use here. Oh, we'll probably need lanterns as well. Let me grab those. I think they're in here. So let's go ahead and grab lanterns. Go ahead and grab our lanterns and get busy. Alright, so gonna need to figure out what we're gonna do here. I think I want to make the walkway out of stone brick. I don't know exactly what my plan is here, but just guessing at the current moment on what exactly I want to do. I do want to have, like, I feel like that's a little tall. Let's see. Yes. Yes, I think that's just a little tall. So I think what we can do is, instead of doing one every block, do one every other block. Let's see how that looks. Oops. Oh my lord. Let me grab all my stone brick from the water as well. I think I have a hair in my throat. But then again, I felt like that for a bit, so it's nothing new. Okay, I feel like that's too low. Like I already feel like that might be just a little bit too low. But I'm gonna completely build it and see what it looks like before I make a judgment. There it is. All right. Let's see how this looks. I think it's cool. I think that actually works, but I don't think stone brick is going to be the move, if I'm going to be completely honest. So I say we finish building it with stone brick, and then we change blocks. Oops. I don't think I want to make it out of wood. Maybe we could make it out of wood. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put those away though, because I don't think I'm going to be using that. I just don't want there to be too much, what's it called? Too much wood on this bridge. So maybe I can find a way to incorporate stone bricks. All right, that looks pretty decent. I would like for it to go like that actually, because that's a nice like curve compared to the like more of like the flat style that we have here. You know, it'd be actually really smart for me to just leave one block so I don't have to do the same thing I did the first time. We'll see which side I prefer at the end. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just keep building it like that, but let's go ahead and remove these and then put this back. All right, so what side do we prefer? Do we prefer this side or do we prefer this side? I don't know. That's a good question. Because I kind of like this. But then again, I feel like we could just put wood in the ground right here to like start the bridge. Like instead of having that there, we just put planks there. And that'll be our like entrance to the bridge, and then we'll have like little posts here or something. I think that works. Yeah. That's good to go. And now we need to add little things here so that it doesn't look weird from underneath. Okay, that looks good. And then I think I want to use fences. I just don't know where we would start. We probably need another wood block here, I would say. Or that might be too much. Let's see. I don't think this one needs to be here, but other than that, I think that's fine. Yep. Oh, no, not here. That doesn't look good. Probably something like, oh, well. So we'll probably end up having wood here, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. Or we can just ditch fences entirely, which I think is probably the smartest thing here. And instead we we have like guardrails, so it's like something like that. Let's try that. Something like that, maybe. Then I feel like it constricts the bridge too much. I feel like that's too little. I might have to look up some designs and give some credit. Because I don't really know. I like this design. It's just I don't know how we would end up doing the sides. Let me take a brief look at some wood bridges. Let's see. Ooh, okay. You see, a consistent thing I'm seeing here is that the middle is not. I guess this is a small bridge, but like on the sides, like the middle is, instead of being like this, there would be like two posts here and then one post here, one post here, and then there'd be a long straightaway on the middle. Yeah, stunning, I don't think so. Yeah, I like that one. That one looks nice. I'm gonna give credit once I find a design I like. I think I like this one because it actually kind of goes with my path that I have in terms of like the side. It kind of goes with the path. I'm not gonna copy it. I'm just gonna use it as inspiration for what I'm gonna do because it obviously won't fit what I have in mind perfectly. So right now we're just gonna yeah, but once I finish it, I'll shout out the creator here because his name is on the bridge itself. I'll give him a nice little shout out so that his hard work does not go unnoticed because I know how I'd feel if that was me. So we're just gonna go ahead and destroy this. I'm actually really good at building things from like visuals, so I don't even need to go to the website. I can just use a screenshot of what I need to make this bridge because it looks literally like it was made for my path here. All I'd have to say is it is a little long, but it looks like almost exactly like what I had initially. It's just his bridge is made out of spruce wood instead, and it's also a little bit longer, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, his bridge is 12 blocks long. Ours is going to be about 8 or 9. I would say this is where it's going to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's going to be 10, so it's going to be a little bit smaller. But yeah, I do feel like this bridge that I'm looking at right now is going to be a good design. So I'm just going to have this one maximized. Let me get some materials and we will go from there. Another thing is this bridge is also made out of what's it called? Stone instead of wood, which I think is very smart. I don't want to use spruce wood, but if it comes to it, I will. I think I'm going to initially try and build it with regular wood, but I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of different materials here for the bridge that I'm looking at. There's like stone slabs, there's cracked brick, there's regular andesite. There's cobblestone. slabs, regular cobblestone. There's also a bunch of walls, which I don't think I've built any of yet, so we'll have to build those. But yeah, walls, like andesite walls, stone brick walls, cobblestone walls. There's all three of those, so it has the same like palette as my path. That's the only reason that I'm like so into this. Oh, why did we do that? We have a stone cutter literally right in front of us, so we don't have to do it like that. So let's do 2. Oh, it's also going to be for the water as well. What else do we need? We need buttons. I don't know where buttons are. I think they're all in the nether, so we can just make some. Cobblestone slabs. I need cobblestone stairs. We have those. We do. Yeah, a lot of buttons. So we'll get some stone. Probably make around 5 to 10 buttons. Let's do 6. 6 is fine. And that's about it for, oh, well, I mean, let's just build the outside first and see if we like it, and then we'll see what material we want to use for the middle. So I don't think I'm going to go with spruce wood like the build does. It also has like grass in the bridge itself, which I don't really like. I'll probably go for a more refined look. But for the outside, I'm definitely going to be having some inspiration from this design. It also looks like they did a little bit of work on the pond itself and added some things that I can't particularly use. So I guess that's going to be a pretty big difference. Is there's some things that I can't use. Okay, before we do this, I say we just build the bridge first, and then we'll see what we want to do. So even at the start of the bridge, it's still a little bit rough. So it looks like the main blocks that are used are stone. Yeah, it's all over the place actually. I say we just build what we want to build out of stone first, and then we go from there. Do I have my stone cutter on me? I don't. It's in my ender chest. Need some more stone slabs, I think. Just for the template. It's a pretty simple build, believe it or not. So it goes off of like a 3. Yeah, like a 3 so it goes like this. Something like this is basically what I'm getting at. I do think that we should just leave it like that though. Oops, didn't mean to delete that. Yeah, because like I said, it's not going to look exactly like that bridge, but it's going to look similar. Yeah, you see this looks hideous. So, need to change some things like that, maybe. No. We need to... Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, but the difference is with the bridge that I'm looking at, there's an extra block, which I think we do have. We can just move the bridge back one on this side. Move this ender chest. So let's go ahead and remove all that. So we'll leave that 3, and then oops. Like that, basically. Oh, that looks great. It's like almost exactly what I was looking for. So that's basically going to be the bridge. But what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate some different blocks into it. So let's go ahead and grab like cobblestone or something. We're just going to replace random blocks in the bridge with things. So like right here, we'll put a cobblestone. Then for cobblestone itself, go ahead and put one like the base of the bridge, and then put one at the top on the corner here. Oops. Oh, maybe let's put it right in the middle. I mean, if there's an opportunity to do 2 different blocks, I think we should take advantage of that, so. Oh. Can we raise the bridge by 1, or are we confined to this? By like half of a slab? We can lower it by half a slab. I do kind of wish it'd be a little higher though, but it doesn't look like we can really do much about that. So instead, like, we'll do it like that. Let's see about. I think that's a good distance. Me personally. Cool. Let's go ahead and grab all of our slabs. We don't have andesite slabs, do we? Good thing we have a stone cutter. Let's go ahead and grab some of those. Just grab 6, I guess. I think right here probably should be andesite. And then right here, I'll have stone on half of it, but then on the other half we'll have stone brick slabs. Or not. So we can only do it with certain blocks. So that will have to stay stone, I guess. But on the top, unless you plan on removing the top, which we don't, we can make that a stone brick. Put down andesite. Stone, cobble. And then... Wait a minute, what? I thought I just changed this. Why is this now? What is going on? Alright, hold on. Well, I think we should try something else. This isn't working. I am gonna build this today, I swear. I'm having some technical difficulties though. This isn't exactly going as planned. Ugh. Um, so maybe leave it like that. But that makes that a full block. That's the problem. We either need to make it bigger or smaller, and I think bigger would work because we need more distance. So let's go ahead and make it just a little bit bigger. Oops, I just deleted grass on accident. That was my bad. It's alright removing this anyway. Okay, so let's try this again. So full. Oops. We're just gonna do it the. Oh no, I think the issue is we're doing it the same way. We need to do it like this. We need some more stone slabs. Ooh, I don't think we have enough. I think we need one more. Let's do that again. Okay. So we're gonna lower it again. Oh, we actually could have got away with that. Also, we're gonna use that to put that little bit of grass back where my bed is currently because I messed it up. Or not. Or not. Or I'm just gonna ruin everything. Oh yeah, that was smart too. Alright, so that is what the bridge is gonna look like finalized. I think that gives it enough height to where it gets over. That's a good shape as well. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That is what we're going with. So let's go ahead and get our slabs ready so that we can get started. So we're just gonna work on slabs for now. So just gonna start dropping random slabs. And then here, we need 6. So we'll do like oop, not like that. Hold on. Then like that. Ooh, that's good. And then let's do cobble, andesite, and then stone bricks at the bottom. Now let's do our other stuff. I think we should have maybe 1 cracked stone brick at most. We'll put it probably right here. Grabbed a whole stack like I care. We should leave stone there. We can change this to a full block of andesite, I think. It's a lot of andesite in one spot. Oh, there's 2 andesite right here, right next to each other. We can just do 1 stone and 1 andesite to keep the stone feel wrong way. But does that really help? Yeah, I think that helps. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and do that. And then for here, we could leave 1 stone on that side, and then here I think we could probably do cobble. Or do cobble here. Either way, we can't have cobble here if we're doing a block of cobble, so I think cobble here would honestly be more beneficial than cobble here. We could probably put like an andesite block there. And then for slabs, we could probably do, I don't know, stone brick and stone. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. How does that look? Ooh, spicy. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So let's just use, what's it called for right now? Also for the whole blocks, I think, yeah, for the whole blocks, we can actually split those in two as well. Oh no, we can't because the thing won't work. That's right. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, we're just gonna do it like this. This is fine. This is fine. Every time I say that, it reminds me of the damn dog in the house that's burning down. Every time. So, oops. Other than that, that's good. Okay, so that's our bridge right there. Easy. So for block 2, I think we can leave as cobble. I think here we should have like andesite or something instead of cobble. So we'll put this as andesite. These two are going to need to change. So we'll make them stone on the bottom and stone brick on top. We can leave that one as cobblestone, but this one needs to go. And we'll make it just regular stone, I think. Doesn't look like too much stone. No, it doesn't. What we're not using is, we have 2 cobblestone blocks in a very small range, so I think we could probably change that and then have cobblestone somewhere. Here. Instead of cobble, let's use the cracked stone bricks again. And then leave this as cobble. And we'll have 2 cobbles here. We can make them... No, we have to do the cobble on the bottom. Since the cobble's on the top there. So, like that. And then probably just that one in the middle. Then just fill in the rest with what we like. It's easy when you have a baseline on in terms of like randomization. You could probably put stone, and then you do stone up here. Switch it up. As far as underneath, I would like stone brick and andesite. Bingo. All right, now for this side, I do think that we need 1 cobblestone, but it's going to be the one on the right. So this one needs to be something else. You can make this just regular stone brick. Here, neither of these can be cobblestone, so I do stone on the bottom. On the top, we'll do andesite. This can't be cobble, so we'll probably do no, we can't do andesite. Can we do stone? I prefer not to do stone here. And this is going to be something else as well. I think this is going to be stone brick. So this needs to be... So it's not andesite, not stone, not cobble. Man, this is a pickle. I guess we could put stone brick here and then put cobble at the beginning. Like that. There we go. That looks good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we can go ahead and we're done with the stone, I think, apart from the walls. Let's get our walls out and start building. So walls go on basically every block that isn't uh, like the starter block, so we can put one here. It has to be a different material than the block it's on. So that'll be stone brick. That'll be andesite, maybe? Or should we do, or is there stone? No, it looks like it's just cobble, andesite, and stone brick. So yeah, andesite we'll have to do there. Or we can change this to stone. Is there stone on that side? No, we could change this to stone. It looks a little weird. There's a lot of stone here. Mmm. 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 Not good. We have two cracked stone right next to each other, and I just mined both. Oops. I forgot what I had there. I think it was... Crap. We can just do something like that, and then that's off. Damn, this is not easy. Bitch. So let me sleep. Oh, that's the reason why we didn't put andesite there, because there's andesite there. Try it the other way around. But then we have to move that stone as well. I think we planned on moving that anyway. So we'll just end up moving that. Yeah, because that's too much in one space anyway. We could do a cobblestone block, honestly, a full one. And then change this to a cobblestone slab at the bottom. And then change this to maybe stone? Just regular stone? And then flip these around. So it's stone on top and stone slab on the bottom. Yeah, but that means there's no andesite here. How about we flip cracked and regular? So what we'll do is we'll put a cracked one here. And then andesite can go there. But now I feel like there's no cobblestone. You just put it here. Does that feel like too much? Not really. So on this side, this needs to be changed. We can make that a full block of cobble. We don't have one of those on this side. So full block of cobble. I want to keep that andesite there, but we can change this to what? Stone? Stone could work. Yep. And then to reduce the confliction, we could just we need to remove andesite anyway, so we could probably put a full block of cobble there and a regular stone, like that. Or did I say andesite? I think it was a full block of andesite, not a full block of whatever. Yeah, but I feel like 2 blocks of cobble on the same side is a little much, since it's such a jarring contrast. So no stone there, did I say? What could go here? Regular stone brick? Ooh. Bold approach. But you know what? I'm not exactly against it. What we could do is to fill in this cobblestone hole here, we can put cobblestone right here. Yeah, but then we would have to flip these anyway. You have to flip this cobblestone. Cause I prefer for well, in the example that I'm using, it kind of looks like you can do that. Stone brick would probably go there, if I had to guess. That looks good. Yep. And then on this side, hopefully we don't have to do a bunch of crap again. So for here, I would say cobblestone would probably fit it best. On this side, andesite. And then on that, oh, both of these have stone brick. Dang, why is there so much stone brick used on this side? We can just make one of these cracked. Make this one cracked. Because there's two on that side, and then there's a slab, I think, on this side. There's a really surprising lack of cobble here. The only spot that there's cobble is right there. Oh, putting cobble here is not a smart idea. But andesite? Oh, but then we'd have to. So I think. Dang it! Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. All right, so let's do one at a time. I'm thinking about too much at once. So I think I removed a slab there. There's supposed to be a slab there, right? Yeah. So that's fine. Oh, you know what isn't fine? The fact that these match exactly with the path. What does the path look like over here? Is there... I think that's supposed to be a grass block where the bed is. Oh, okay, that's fine. So this side's fine, but the other side? No. We have to change those starting blocks, so we'll do that right now, actually. So both of these cannot be used. You can actually flip them to use them. Let's put these walls away because we're not going to get to these yet. So instead of cobble there, we'll just use stone. So I think this one right here should be a cobble block, like a full cobble block. And then that should be andesite slab. Boom, there we go. So right here would be, I would say stone brick wall could go there. Is that what's on the other side? No, yes. And then at the top is andesite wall. Definitely andesite wall. Looks fine. So over here, this cannot be cobble. So if I want to do a full block, the one behind it would have to be the one. And then here would most likely be andesite block. And then this block right here would be stone brick slab. And that's fine otherwise, I think. Yeah. All right, so then the walls that we would use would be what? Right here would have to be stone brick. And yeah, this would have to be cobble, so. Woo! All right, so that looks good. And then we got to place lanterns in random spots. The way they do it on this one is they put one on each side, which I think is a very smart idea. They do it just like this. Bingo. And then they have pillars in the middle as well, but our bridge is really small, so we're not going to be able to do that. Probably have one here and one here. And you kind of just have to build whatever you desire. There we go. And then the last thing really is the path, apart from buttons. So for buttons look random, so I just end up putting them on random things like that. Or like here, actually. Let's remove that. And then we'll have like a random one, like maybe right there. one there. I mean, they also go on the path itself, but I'm not going to do that yet. Maybe put one, I don't know, right here. Definitely put one on that. You should actually put one on that stone brick over on the other side of the bridge. Okay. Then we need one more on the top, so I'd probably put it right, yeah, right here. Very good. Maybe we need one more. We'll do two. If we have a spare, we'll use it for whatever. Oh, we already put one there. Oops. We put that on the bottom, so it'd have to be on that side. But then that messes with that. I thought that looked fine, and then I realized. I guess we could put one here on the outside. We got one on each side. We probably put one. Oh no, we have one in the bottom corner there. And then, oh, we have two on this too. Man, I suck at this. Like, well, I think we should put one there. Remove that one. Dude, why am I so bad at this? I'm just trying to put a decent amount of buttons there and I can't. Because it keeps creating patterns, and I don't like when it makes a pattern. Or it looks like there's too many buttons. Man, I guess we could just put the rest on the path. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 on this side. And then 1 on this side. And I just added a second one, which is quite literally right next to the other one. Yeah, in the example, it looks like they preemptively decided on that because none of the blocks in this spot right here are stone. Put one here. I think we had 3 on this side, right? Yeah, we can remove the one on where that. Oh, but that means it's gonna be on the same side. I think the 3 is fine. But I want to put one here, but I can't because of the button on the bottom. I mean, we could just remove this one, I guess. So the top is fine now. Got one on each side. That looks good. Over here, though, both of these can't be used because they both have stone on them. Shoot. Wait, can I not? Hold on, let me put that back. I have 2 blocks to work with here. How? Yeah, instead of putting, just put it like that. Yeah, we got 2 blocks to choose from there. I don't know why I was stressing about that. All right, well, that's fine with me. I think that's basically it in terms of our structure here. Everything else kind of has to do with the wood side of it. So I think we could just honestly put everything back and go grab our wood and start there. I don't think I want to go with the approach that they went with, which is a spruce approach, which it does look decent with the path and whatever they have chosen, but I haven't chosen spruce wood in any of my builds so far, so I think it would make sense to do that here because it kind of just look out of place. So just gonna try and put everything that I have back. Okay, so we're gonna need slabs, trapdoors. I think we should also use spruce logs. And buttons as well. But we don't have any buttons, so we'll just scrap planks. So the method to my madness here is I think that we should use like a wood flooring. So instead of like a full blend, it's gonna be just wood. So what we can do is on slab areas, you can put trapdoors here. Like that. And I think we should also include the logs, because I think the logs are cool. As far as like an accent piece, I think they look pretty freaking cool. Well, I think what we should do is we have those like those logs that have corners on every side instead of stumps, like where you can actually see the log part. I think we should use that so that we can. I haven't walked up this path in a very long time. Usually I just cut through here. That felt weird to do. This right here, we can use these as pathing, so we don't have to worry about spruce wood. I think walking the paths is a lot better than flying around. It kind of just this just feels more like old school Minecraft when you like walk around like this. So right now I'm just deciding on where things should really go. I'm gonna use these like 6-sided wood for this. Like it makes the most sense. Just do it like that over here. And maybe, I don't know, in the middle? Facing? Or should we do on the left side? I think we should do on the left side. Was the other one facing or sideways? So we'll do sideways as well. Wait, if it's sideways, that means we need to do facing. So like that. Easy. Now the problem is we got to figure out what's going to go in these other spots. I think we should use more wood. Maybe there should be 3 here. So like that. And then maybe on the entrance. Maybe on the entrance we do it like this. So that there's like a entry point to the bridge. Just like that. Alright, I think this should be facing the upward though. So now we just gotta find something to fill in that remaining spot. Something darker. Not wood though, because wood would be too much. I think we should find a different block for that. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of like a what would I put there, you know? It's already nighttime again, dude. That's crazy. Time is just flying by in this game. I also like to run around the house instead of take the pathway, which would take me all the way around. Yeah, that is kind of stupid. Honestly, I need to make a way around the other side of the house. But yeah, we need something in similar color range of this wood. So what could we use that's within the dark oak color range that would look decent with the floor? We need something unique. I kind of want to do soul soil, but it's going to be a mess to walk on, so I prefer if we don't. I kind of want to also use dark oak logs, since they're not actually like supports. Could work as well. Just gonna look at any other blocks that I have that would work here. Ancient debris. That'd be a funny one. Yeah, that's kind of it. Just the logs is all I'm really coming up with right now. Because I don't want to go the route that they went with. Or we could go with Podzol. Ooh. That could be smart. Podzol. Which is really easy to obtain, actually. I just have to make a big tree. And we can have Podzol. But I gotta do it on a place where I don't mind mining it out. Oh, you know where there's Podzol? Without even having to do this? There's that spruce forests that I mined down at some point. There is 100% some Podzol there from previous times. Let's see. Just looking at my elytra health. My fear is to always... My fear has always been dying to an elytra fall. There we go. Yep, see? I knew it. I freaking knew it. Alright, so how much of this do I think I need? Probably about maybe 18. So that's 9. That's 18. I am gonna grab this. Free stuff though. Why is there a boat here? Oh! You know what? That went through the end portal. And got teleported to spawn. That is so weird. Well, whatever. I hope Podzol is the solution here. Because I'm gonna immediately fly my ass over here. Because it looks like it's a great, like a really good color for this. Yeah. I tic-tac-toed myself here. Well, I guess I could do it like that and then do one in that corner. I prefer one on the right though. Maybe we can flip the wood here. Yeah, we can flip the wood. So instead of having the wood on that side, we'll have it on the other side. Facing straight. We should actually have it in the middle, but whatever. So that's good. And then I think what we could do is something else that's around the color of Podzol. Around the color of Podzol. I don't want to use more wood, but I think I might have to because of stipulations. Yeah. Sorry, my sensor light's on outside, so I keep looking out there. All right, so it's an hour in. I'm just trying to figure out what I would use here. I guess we could, because it doesn't look different, that much different when you look at this, but it could be that little bit enough different to where it wouldn't be an issue. This is only going to give me 3 logs though, so I think we should use 4. Or 4. Just do it twice. Dark oak log is another thing we don't exactly use often, so see how this looks. I like that Podzol. That's a good color. Here. And then something like Ooh, I like this. I think this is decent. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it is very decent. It's a decent looking bridge, I gotta say. Oh well. A for effort, right? So I think the issue is, yeah, the slab needs to be like right here instead of where it is currently. So I'm gonna have to go grab another slab. So we'll put the slab right here. So it's supposed to be like this, so you can like walk up. You're not supposed to put slabs right there. It kind of messes with the beginning here, so I'd prefer if we don't. This actually works out in my favor. Because we can just do that. Even though I know we have a million of those at the house. It would mean we could finish right now. There we go. Okay. I like this. This is cool. I think the only thing I really want to change is I want to add some little things. I think we could theoretically add grass to the bridge on top of the, what's it called? Podzol. Because what they did is they put dirt and then put grass on top. So I think we could do that with the Podzol. Or maybe even dirt. Maybe dirt would work as a material. Well, that's not exactly ideal. I don't know what to do with this now. Jeez, Lord, Mary, and Joseph, why do we have so much stuff? I think we should have scaffolding on us at all times. I don't know why we don't. So that can go in there, that can go in there, and that can go in there. Is there anything I'm missing that can go in there? No. So that was our missing inventory spot in there. We said that we were going to get 8 buttons for 1, or button. Let's grab another button, because I think I might want to do 3 or 4. We'll do 4. So we'll grab 4 buttons. And then I need some bone meal. as well as the shears I just put away. And what we'll do is we'll shear some grass. And worst comes to worst, we can just use the grass method. Instead of pathing, we'll have the wood, because the wood looks really good. I just don't know about the what's it called? From what it looks like here, they just put buttons on the places that were podzol. Also, I think we should. This one should be redone entirely. I think podzol should be on the left with a button on it. And then dark oak wood facing forward. Oops. And then I think spruce facing sideways. Yeah, oops. So like that. And now we just need some grass to finish this up. Ooh, or you know what? Dead bushes. How do I get a dead bush? Oh, I think you can get them from wandering traders. And you know where there's a wandering trader? At my ice farm. So we can just go there and get some dead bushes. I think dead bushes are great, because they'll go really good with the color atmosphere that we currently have there. Like the color palette, dead bush is like perfect. Dude, spot on. So we're gonna have to run there, but all I need to bring is a crap ton of emeralds. There's occasional mob noises whenever I come into this room. So I'm actually gonna close that. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Sir Lime with 2 E's at the end of his name for the bridge idea. I think that bridge is very cool. So thank you for the idea for the bridge, because it definitely helped me out. And something I said is that we shouldn't be using ice every single block. We should be using it every other block so that we can get double the amount of ice that we can use. But whatever. So we have to go to the one that's all the way at the end here. Oh, there's a gas. I'm just gonna fly, because why the fuck not? I can see where it goes. Well, that didn't work. Dang, that's a lot of piglins. Alright, I can see my portal from here, so we'll just head over to the portal. If it didn't take us an hour to build a small bridge, maybe we could have some extra time here. But, can I say, I want the bridge to look good. I see leads. Oh, he's invisible because it's nighttime. Dang, I'm smart. Please have the dead bush trade. Please tell me I didn't just come here for nothing. Oh, brother. Let me look it up. Hold on. Wandering trader. Okay, so it looks like if you trade with them, you can actually get more trades. So I think we should just waste emeralds on this guy to get what we need. We have a lot of emeralds, so we'll be fine. Let's just get... What is it most useful to us? I think glowstone is pretty cool. I think... Okay, well, he didn't give me any new trades. Let's just sell this man out, I guess. Let's see if... I don't mind wasting emeralds on this. Jesus Christ. Didn't mean to grab that much. Alright, so I've sold him out, so he must do something now, right? 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 I hope you get more trades soon, because if not, you're dead meat, bro. I just filled my inventory with crap because of you. I think he's also the reason that nothing's spawning. Alright, I'm Googling it, because luckily I never closed it, so let's see. Ooh, he sells blue ice at certain points. So no, you cannot do that. So he's dead. No, because I just wasted all those emeralds on him. Not like emeralds are an issue for me, but it's still like, bro. What did he trade me? He traded me all that crap. Nothing actually of use. So, but wait, let me see. Is there another way of obtaining dead bushes? How to get a dead bush in Minecraft? It says dead bushes can be obtained by just using shears. So I just wasted all that time. I went all the way here for really no reason. Also, I figured out just a second ago if you fly in and use a firework facing, not facing. Oops. I don't know how that just happened. It's a very specific way you have to do it. But if you do it a specific way, you can fly horizontally. So there's the thing right there. I don't know how we ended up so far the other way. Yeah, I'm going towards spawn, so it'll be right about here. I was gonna say we might as well just go back to the beginning now. Oh yeah, we were not even close. So villagers can trade for blue ice. Interesting. They can't renew their trades, but they can trade for blue eyes. The more you know. And also, dead bushes can be sheared. There's all a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what to do with. There's all it's all my miscellaneous stuff. Apart from glowstone. Leather can go in there. Pumpkin. I don't think I've ever had beetroot seeds, that's why. I don't have them. I have shears in my ender chest, so we'll just fly to a desert, I guess. I don't know why I thought that dead bushes were like hard to get. Like you can only get them from a villager or something. I was wrong about that. I was right that they can be traded for by wandering traders, but I don't know, I'm kind of an idiot. So you're telling me if I just walk up to these dead bushes and shear them, they will disappear. Well, I'll be damned. I think 4 is sufficient. Well, that's really stupid. I didn't even know that was a possible outcome. I mean, blue ice is not something I'm exactly... Like, if it were a trade? Excuse me. If it were a trade, I would probably end up going through the process of figuring out or like spending all of the emeralds on it or whatever. But because it's a one-time trade, it's better to just figuring out, oh well, this could go badly. I didn't see if you could place dead bushes on podzol, but they can be placed on dirt, so worst comes to worst, we can just change the podzol for dirt. Hey. Now the problem is we can only place it on one block currently. And that block is also just so happens to be right in the middle of the path. Let's keep it out. Let me reopen that picture. Yeah, looks like looks like buttons aren't as common as I thought. It's mainly dead bushes. I think we should put a dead bush here. Button in the middle. And a dead bush here. Or should we go through the process of doing dirt? I feel like that makes this bridge look really out there, like too out there. And I think we should just go with dirt instead. Of course, it's not going to match the aesthetic as well as the example, but sure. All of this work for a tiny little bridge. I'm a great builder. I love how I just put those buttons away like I don't need them again. But I do think I probably only need one. And then we're gonna need 5 grass, bone meal, and then our shears. So what we'll do is we'll just come off to the side of the mountain here. Somewhere. Or we could just go down here. I plan on building something here at some point. I just don't know what right now. Just take a couple of those, put that back. Probably need about 4 or 5. Oh, you can tell that I put something there. Look how much crap there is there. Looks crazy. So firstly, remove all the tall grass. Secondly, remove all the flowers. And third, and then that, I think that'll work. Just gonna throw away the flowers. I don't need them. Yeah, it looks fine. All right, let's come over to the bridge. Let's get her done. The green is actually a pretty good contrast to the brown. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think we should remove that though. That looks kind of stupid. I don't know. The single button looks a bit ridiculous, I gotta say. We can put 2 there. Sure, that works. I think that's fine. No, I don't think it's fine. Shut up, me. Remove the top one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I prefer. Hello, cat. I don't know. I can't really decide. Maybe we should just remove the like grass elements entirely and just figure out a different block. Why don't we just put wood on the bottom? Make it simple. Just put wood. Instead of doing this whole get the grass, whatever. And we could do wood buttons as well to make it a little bit more spicy. Yeah, wood buttons. And replacing all of the dirt with wood would not exactly be the worst idea. It doesn't mind if it's, it doesn't mind. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit bland. I mean, that just looks ridiculous. The contrast is a little bit jarring. I think just putting wood here would be the better and safer bet. I mean, that just looks miles better than what we had. But yeah, still some heavy influence from the creator of the bridge that I just found here. So I just do something like, oh, I can't put buttons there. I could put a button there. I could put a button there. Or actually, it would make more sense to put the button where there isn't wood. So like there or there. Ooh, we could just put it on the dark oak. That's smart. And then we'll just put one button down there. Why don't we put this on the left side? This looks a bit weird. In the middle. There we go. Why don't we flip these around? Why don't we do this one straight and this one sideways? Or is that what we had before? I'm gonna be so real, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that's what we had before. We need to do it the other way around. So that one sideways. Then that one facing forward. How about we do something else here? How about we put the planks in the middle, right? This wood can go on the right, facing straight. This wood can go on the left, facing right, or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Boom. That's what I meant. Oops, that's the wrong block. It's supposed to be on that one. Then we could actually put that there now. I'm happy with that. I think it looks a little bland, but I think it honestly works fine. with the buttons. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, no one's really looking under the bridge anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but this looks sick. I gotta admit, this looks pretty sick. I think I killed it with this bridge. In terms of having my own iteration on it, I think the sides, they look really good with the path. The dark oak bridge itself, it's a nice counter that also, you know, takes back to all the builds that I have. I think it looks sick. Having a bunch of different builds doesn't really make sense, honestly. All right, so that's done. I think that we are finished with that bridge. So that's one thing down, and it's an hour and a half in. It's been an hour and a half. Oh boy. Took an hour and a half to build that tiny little bridge. What are we thinking now? What should I do? That was like the #1 thing I wanted to do today. I want to work on the end, but I also don't, because I really don't have any ideas. I want to do some grunt work, but I don't really know where I would start on something like that. Just something to, you know. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wait, does this not have silk touch? It does. It sounds like I mined a like a block over here. I'm not picking anything up. Oh, you. But yeah, I don't really have any idea in terms of like what I want to do today. Apart from that, I didn't think that it would take me an hour and a half to do that, but I mean, part of me doesn't like the roller coaster. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Part of me does not like the roller coaster in terms of where it is. It's in a really bad spot because there's all of this real estate right here, and then the roller coaster is just there, like blocking everything. Like if we go out and take a look, right? It's literally blocking everything, and it looks terrible. Not to mention, it's not even done. I think I should scrap the roller coaster. That's my personal opinion. I think it's a great idea, but it's in the wrong spot. Like, there's a much better place to put that than right there. That roller coaster in that spot is causing a lot of issues. I want to build more, but I can't because the roller coaster is in the way. So, either the roller coaster has to go, or we can tear down the roller coaster and put something else here. Like, I like the roller coaster. I'm not even gonna lie. I like it. It's just, it's in the worst spot. Like, it's in a very, very bad spot. When I built this, I didn't really know what I had planned. But now that I actually know, like, this is in a terrible spot. Absolutely terrible spot. I mean, it looks cool, whatever. I always wanted to have a roller coaster at my base, but I just don't know if this is the move. Like, it just doesn't work for me. It kind of casts a shadow on literally the entire base. Like, it is a very distinguishable landmark when you look at it from afar. But it's really ugly, one. And two, it kind of just blocks out everything that is good behind it. So me personally, I think we should just get rid of it. I'm not objected to that. I think it didn't take me that long to build. It's not exactly the best looking build on my base. There's much better builds. I feel like removing this would ease up some things. So I think we should get rid of it. So that's probably what I'm going to spend the rest of the stream doing, is getting rid of this roller coaster, because it just is not working. We'll replace it with something else or something, I'm not sure. But I think that we should get rid of it. So let's start the removal process. Considering I found a coral reef like 2 episodes ago and I haven't even attempted to work on this, it kind of seals the fate of this. And I think that we could find a better use of the rails, honestly. There's a lot of better uses for the rails than the roller coaster itself. But yeah, this just feels so cramped and crowded. Not to mention the hill is literally facing my village. And if anything ever were to happen to my base, this would cause major issues. But anyways, I think that getting rid of this is probably the best. It's not a very good build. It doesn't really command attention. It's just kind of there. I've never used it. It's in the forefront of my real estate in terms of where it's located. And it just doesn't really command attention. Like, it's just a boring build. It's like, oh yeah, that's the roller coaster. I spent a lot of time on it and I've never rode it. I've rode it a couple times, but other than that, like, not exactly. And I get that this is probably going to be a momentous task to get rid of. It's probably going to take all of my time to get rid of this. But I truly think it's worth it for the future of the world. Because I've done worse in terms of reversing things. I reverse things all the fucking time. I literally reversed the end portal build after I was very far into it. So reversing this build is honestly not it's not a big feat in terms of like what I'm getting rid of. And if you look at the end portal, I did an amazing job at redoing it. So I think we could probably do a different build here and succeed as well. But I think the roller coaster build is kind of just stupid. If there weren't so many flammable buildings or trees around this thing, I would just burn it down, but unfortunately, this thing is right next to a giant forest that connects to literally everything on my base. I would rather me just take the time and destroy it manually. I don't know if this decision might bite me in the ass, but it was a very good decision to remove the end portal. And it was also a very good decision to I mean, this already looks so much better, and all I've done is remove this entry ramp to the part where it goes down. The problem is it's like not exactly like if I were to build a roller coaster, it would be more in line with the landscape. And I built it on a giant piece of flat land and then just built the landscape on my own. I think it's just kind of stupid the way I did it. There's so much freaking just crap everywhere. I knew that this thing was going to be a bad idea. Like in the middle of building it, I was like, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about the roller coaster, but I think it's a very cool build, so I think building it would be nice. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, I wasn't very smart for building that, was I? Wasted a heck of a lot of time building something that otherwise is very just like it's not exactly a fun roller coaster either. It's not breaking any boundaries or anything. Like it's not doing anything crazy. It's just a roller coaster, and that's the problem. It's so just bland. And I think that we should just get rid of it, get rid of the trees in front of it, and open up the area. Like when you think that I have over 1,000 days of hardcore, right? I have over 1,000 days of hardcore, and then I show off this mediocre build. It's like, what kind of crap have you been wasting your time on? Like, oh, I think the Nether Hub was another project that I put a lot of effort into initially, abandoned it because it was a mess, and then I ended up building something much better in place of it. Sometimes it just takes getting rid of something and then putting something in its place to really realize the utility of space. And it's not like this is a something that needs to be here. It was literally a recreational build. Just looking back at it, it was really stupid. I focused on a recreational build over the end or the Nether Hub, or I don't think I focused on this over the Nether Hub, but I focused on this over the end. I had that crappy end thing and this giant roller coaster. Some ideas should just not come to fruition. And this was probably one of them, if I had to be real. Do I regret building it? No. I had an idea in my head, and I'm happy that I chased the vision when I did, but honestly, didn't work out. So I think the rest of the stream is just going to be me demolishing this. And fixing the landscape a little bit. Alright, so I just got rid of the big curve. That's the entire curve. It's gone. And let's just fly around, because I want to see how open I just made this. I feel like I'm on, like, HGTV or something. And I just tore down the wall. And now it's an open concept. Like, look how much better that looks without this stupid roller coaster here. Let me look at it from this angle. Yeah, that already looks so much better. Yeah, building that was this is honestly a joke. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this space, but right now I'm just gonna clear out what I can. The ground is probably gonna end up being the last thing that I get rid of. I'm probably gonna focus more on the coaster itself, because I don't know what's gonna go here. So yeah, I put this in a really bad spot. If it was in a different spot, then maybe I could see it staying, but just its real estate is just one of the worst possible spots I could have put it. But it's fine, because we're getting rid of it now. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at getting things right the first try. Usually it's the second try that I get things right. I'll build something, it'll be mediocre, and then I'll be like, oh, no, this is how I need to build it. And then I'll build something that looks a lot better and that I'm actually proud of. But this, I mean, it wasn't like the worst build in the universe, but it definitely was not one of my best moments on here. Like Big Farm Mountain is an example of a build that like I got right the first try. Because I kind of knew what I was doing with Big Farm Mountain. Like I had an example, which was the other build over there. And then, you know, I had that example, and then I built off of the example, built something much better, and that was kind of it. That's all I needed was just that little example. And it's not like the first build is even bad. It's not a bad build by any means. It's just Big Farm Mountain threw it out of the water. I love how I call it Big Farm Mountain. I don't even know why I call it Big Farm Mountain. That's just kind of what I've always known it as, Big Farm Mountain, because it's a big farm on a mountain. It's kind of stupid, but yeah, could be worse. Luckily, I didn't finish this. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very lucky that I didn't finish this before I decided to completely delete everything. I'm actually out of room. And we're gonna have a lot of fences to get rid of, because there's no way all this is gonna fit into chests. I'm just gonna put it all in here, because I don't really know what the plan is with all of it. We could sleep. Yeah, I don't know. Big Farm Mountain. Very interesting, interesting thought process, to say the least. I don't know how that just happened. Yeah, let me build this giant roller coaster, spend like a whole 2 streams on it, just for me to demolish it not too far later. I literally just built this, like, well, I say literally, like I just built it, but it was this has been on my base for like a good 30 episodes. So that probably does say something when I haven't even completed it. But yeah, I don't know. I've just never been wowed by this build. So destroying it, I think, makes the most sense from every perspective. Not to mention, trying to get a path around this to go to this island right here has been such a disaster that I think that getting rid of this roller coaster is worth it. I'm just gonna honestly cover up all the stuff that's underground. I don't think there's any reason to fully patch up the holes. You wanna know what's crazy? I actually did a really good job of like terraforming around this thing. I did an amazing job. I'm actually quite impressed. So we're gonna stop right here. I think I'll plan something else in terms of what we're gonna do for the what we're actually gonna do for our quote-unquote roller coaster build. I just think this was too adventurous. See, we didn't even build the station. Like, it's still unfinished. So it's weird because I don't usually watch like hardcore that much in terms of other streamers because I do enough hardcore as it is. But I don't know if I've seen any streamers that actually like delete builds that they're not proud of. Because they have such a, like an iconic part of their base or something. I mean, in my opinion, smaller is better in terms of a build. I say that as I have the end portal, but that end portal was a disaster to make, and the fact that I cleared out all that space, I wasn't just gonna waste that space and leave it as an end portal or something. Not to mention, it looks pretty freaking sick now. It's not completed, but it looks pretty sick. Anyway, like, I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Streamers, hardcore streamers, like other like popular ones, I don't feel like they make an entire build and then go, oh, you know, I don't like this build, and then just spend an entire stream deleting it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that happen, but for me, I guess it's a normal thing because this is the second time that I've deleted a major build that was incomplete, though. These aren't completed builds. They're all incomplete builds that I'm removing. Believe me, I'm never going to delete my house or Big Farm Mountain or the other farm that I have over there or whatever, because you know, I actually felt pretty confident in those builds. The nether hub, the highways, all of those I felt very confident in making when I initially made them. But this was something that I didn't really feel confident in. It was kind of just a shot in the dark. I was like, what if I built a roller coaster at my base? But obviously that wasn't really a great idea considering we're destroying it now. But the good news is we're already almost done. All we have is the main ramp to go up. Let's look at it now. Yeah, that big ramp is definitely going to be a major roadblock. But how much clearer this looked just by removing the turnaround point. Chef's kiss. The problem is I made it look like an old school roller coaster, like with the wood supports that go all the way up to the top. Like, if I was gonna make a roller coaster, I should have made one that actually looks like, you know, modern. Instead, I wanted it to match the aesthetic of my base, which I think is kind of stupid, honestly. It just looked really boring. Like, my house doesn't look boring because there's all that glass and the cobblestone base that give it a little bit of contrast. Whereas There's no cobblestone. The best looking thing is the station, which is kind of funny when you think about it. The best part of your roller coaster is not even the coaster itself, it's literally just the station. I think I might know where I want to put the quote-unquote roller coaster now. I think I want to put it at the end portal. Because I already have all these like mine rails that go around the end portal. I think putting a roller coaster there would be a really, really cool idea. But then again, we're not gonna just destroy a roller coaster and then build another one. So right now we're just destroying. We're just gonna get rid of this. I really can't wait to see what the base looks like without this freaking hack of shit clogging up my space. Yeah, that was quite possibly one of the worst places to build a roller coaster. We got this amazing view right here. Like, look at this view. This is an amazing view. And, I mean, the view from my house is the best view, but this is like a really good view, though. And I chose to build a giant roller coaster blocking everything. Not exactly smart on my part, so... It's crazy. This build is going to be gone before the stream is even over. It's taken me, what, 15 minutes? And I'm already almost done with the overworld part. There's going to be probably end up being more changes because of the roller coaster's absence. So I honestly think that this is going to be a multi-stream thing. We're gonna do some things. I'm actually gonna take a quick breather because it's pitch black outside my room and my blinds are wide open. So I would prefer if I can close those. So give me just about 5 seconds. Oh no, stretch too. Oh man. Oh, excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this, and then I'm gonna use my fireworks to look at it again. Can't wait to see what this looks like. Just get rid of this last little bit right here. All right. So it's been completely torn down. All that's left is the remnants of it, which is just the floor, and then one little area where the coaster used to go down. But let's go ahead and see what it looks like now. Oh my. Wow, that looks completely different. That looks so much more open. I really like that. We're also going to get rid of the station because we don't really need it now that we've absolutely destroyed the coaster. The station is next to go. I think there's actually a shulker box in my coaster still from when I was creating it. Yeah, I think I left a shulker in here. Oh boy, I'm out of room. Hold on. Speaking about shulker, we might need it. What is this? Go ahead and go back. Look how much freaking fences I have. I have so many fences. Unreal. Just trying to free up some space. I'll just leave this in our inventory. And we will deal with the aftermath when we get to it, in terms of whatever. Yeah, the station was definitely the best looking part of this entire build, I have to say. I did a really good job on building this station. If it didn't remind me of the roller coaster, I probably would have kept it. But me personally, I think we should just trash the entire build. Act like it never existed. We'll just put something else here. You know, open up the floor, the trees here. And open it up just a little bit. To give it that little bit of open space. I already have a half full inventory again. I mean, I should have known that this build was going to go south when I was initially constructing it, and I had those double chests sitting there for like 3 episodes, and then I finally got to it at one point, and I was like, dude, this is so weak. How did it take me this long just to get to this? There's actually remnants of the old ground here. It's crazy, because I don't know how I'm gonna undo this. If I am gonna undo it. I completely destroyed the natural terrain here. I don't even know what this looked like initially. So... it's gonna be a challenge in itself. Weird, it actually feels kind of right without everything here. Like, kind of feels like peace was restored in a way. I don't know. So what we'll do is We're just gonna take our rails back and then just patch up all of the open area. Maybe I got rid of the what's it called here? Shulker box. I think I actually came and picked it up at one point. But then again, I don't know. There's an Enderman in here. Yeah, the shulker was like right here, I think. So we did get rid of it. This is initially where the aquarium was supposed to be. There's gonna be dolphins in here. Tropical fish. You know, there was plans, but of course those plans never came to fruition, so that's why we're here. I'm just gonna probably end up leaving this as it is. I don't really have any plans for this area. Luckily I didn't completely destroy the terrain here to do this. Underground, I guess, is what I meant by that. Oh, I do kind of want the powered rails. Just gonna do that for now. I think I'm gonna take my redstone torches. Oops, didn't mean to take that torch. Regular torches can stay. I just need my redstone torches. I guess that's where the first redstone torch was. And then this was supposed to be, I think, a mine shaft section. And this is the path to get to the creeper area, which I mined out a very long time ago. And as you can see, never used it, so didn't mean anything. Shows this coaster was neglected for a very long time. Alright, I think I've removed every remnant of this coaster ever existing, so all that's left is really the shape of the terrain. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like without everything there. Dude, that looks so much better. Oh my god. That looks so much better. By a long shot. That coaster really was just an eyesore on my build. Really. Like that shit. That. Yeah, that was really bad. Really bad decision making on my part to build that. But I mean, like, you make good decisions, you make bad ones. So I'm not exactly, you know, gonna beat myself up over it. And I think we'll definitely bounce back, make something else that's better than that. I mean, look at how much dark oak fence we have in here. That's a lot. I really don't even know what to do with it at the moment. I have so much wood, I don't even know what to do with it. Not to mention, there's still... Why did I pull that out? I have one in here. We have all this as well from the build. So we have all this extra. I mean, we're not getting rid of that, obviously. I don't even know why that was in there. That definitely feels like a great accomplishment to get rid of that. That looks so different now. What's crazy is I'm not done for today. Usually this is where I would say this is a good stopping point. I think we should call it. No, I don't think that's what we should do. I think we need to get rid of all these trees because they are because of the roller coaster. When I made the roller coaster, these trees were put in basically to block a view of the roller coaster. So we need to just get rid of these trees. Now that there's nothing here. The path also needs to get completely destroyed because there's really no point of having that path there either. The one that's back there, that path needs to get completely demolished as well. What I need to do is plan a big build in place of everything. Yeah, you can't make great decisions 100% of the time, so the best thing to do is correct yourself when you make a bad one. So I think that we need to just abandon this and move on to something else. But yeah, all those trees can go away. That's all staying. I don't know about those trees. We're just going to leave those for now. But removing all of those would be nice. We're going to leave those, I think. Or we might get rid of some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. Maybe to like this line right here. But yeah, all those trees can go, because... Oh wait, I forgot these couple trees right here. I mean, look at this view we have right here. Like, I think it would be smart to have the walkway just go along the end here. Because this is such a great view. Like, it's an amazing view. But I decided, oh yeah, let's build a roller coaster to like block everything. And then never complete it. Stupid. I mean, it's whatever. I like that we're now tackling projects at our base. I'm not done for today. I'm just checking my phone real quick. Yeah, I got a little bit long. I got a little bit more in me. Once all these trees disappear, I kind of want to fix this a little bit because I think this is a little bit stupid. Oh boy. How did both of my iron golems end up in there? See, that's the problem. These guys just love to go in here. So instead of having this open space, we need to get them out. And how do we get these guys out? I'm thinking that a fishing rod would help. But what I'm going to do in place of that is we're going to put it back to where we initially had this path, which was the L shape. I wanted to do this because it was open, like open concept, but this just looks stupid now. That both of our iron golems fell in here, and we're gonna have to somehow get them out. Yeah, it's probably gonna be just like that. Maybe not even like that. Wait, can I end it off sooner? I could maybe end it one block sooner, but I think I did this because of the shape. Let's see. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Comfortably? I mean, we could just put a slab there, honestly, if it's too much of an issue. Yeah, we can put a slab there. think that's fine. Let's get these guys out. So I think what we can do is we need to remove something that isn't of value. I think what we should do instead is not use slabs. I think slabs are stupid here. I think we should just use stairs. The slab method is a little stupid here. But the problem is those iron golems, man. There's 2 of them. They're both stuck. And there's an issue getting that second one to spawn, and then both of them got stuck in the same spot. But yeah, dark oak stairs are definitely the move. I only have 3 of them, unfortunately. We're just gonna get ourselves some more stairs. And then we're gonna do that for this. Let's build these guys a way out. So I think the best way to build it would be here I'm tackling too many things at once. Just remove these trees, and now I'm trying to redo that because I think that also looks terrible. Unfinished is a good word for it. But yeah, that looks so much better than what we had initially. Let's take a look at it without the trees. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta remove those trees though. Those trees are a little much. But other than those trees, we're looking pretty good. Right now we need to focus on this, so I don't think they know how to navigate slabs. I don't know how to get these guys out. Can they drown or do they swim up? Let's see. They're naturally spawned golems, so I don't want to anger them. Oh, they're not swimming up. Well, that's unfortunate. Oops. Yeah. What about... I mean, we could theoretically get rid of them. They're basically defenseless right now. Or we could just use lava. Or flint and steel. Lava is a better one. We just gotta make sure that nothing else catches on fire, because that's basically #1 priority. So I think we should get rid of both of those iron golems and then make a new thing. Remember I said a couple streams ago, I was like, I never work on my base anymore. I think we're finally working on our base. I think this looks... Alright. Those guys are done. We're gonna do stairs, I think. I don't think this like big thing that we have here makes any kind of sense. So I think what we should do is just do a very small, compact entryway. I do like the thing we did here, though. Where's this happening at? I don't know where that iron golem just spawned at, but kind of seems like he's like right here. Oh. Oh boy. I was like, where did this iron golem spawn at? He spawned in that hole that I didn't want him to spawn in. I don't want to stop now. I mean, we're kind of on a roll here. You know, I was trying to figure out a better spot to make as an entryway. But I think this is kind of the pinnacle of it. Unless we can find another way to make an entryway. I think the only... I don't have my bed. I think the only other way to do this would be to have the entryway on this side. Have it go down in. And I think that would probably be a smarter idea than the idea that we have. Interesting. But yeah, I think that's what we should do. I think we should... oh, yep, there's an iron golem. Alright, cool. I think we should demolish this entirely and build over it. I hope he doesn't fall into it. Oh my god, he's in the thing with the villager. Yeah. Iron golem spawning is going great. One of them spawned in a wall and the other one spawned in a villager hut. Well, at least that one villager is very protected. He is guaranteed to survive. Oh. But yeah, I think that we should put the... I think this area right here is really stupid. The way we did this, I think there's a much better way to do this. It has to put it like right here instead. And then just make it a spiral staircase. Alright, I think that one stays there though. I think this stays as a log. But everything else is... Well, why would this stay as a log though? Doesn't really make sense to have as a log when there's nothing on the other side. So that would just do that. And then we would put a stone block here, like that. I think that works. So I don't know where these village huts are, but I'm just gonna mine straight up right here. I think that's a little close. I think we could probably back it up a little bit. Or should we not do it here? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do it here. Hold on. Well, we don't gotta worry about that iron golem falling, because he's not even in a spot to where he can fall. I just don't think that's a good spot. I don't think this is a good spot either. Let me just collect my bearings, and then we can try and find a better spot. There's just never been a good spot for that entryway thing. Like, just never. The spot itself is fine, but getting to it is the problem. put it in there, but we don't even have room, so put it back in there. My brain is starting to hurt just a little bit. Like I'm still like motivated to do my thing, but my eyes are hurting a little bit. My brain's hurting. It sucks that I'm gonna have to put all this off until next time, but I think I might have to. Yeah, I don't think this spot is generally a great spot. I think a good spot, well, hear me out. I think a good spot might be to, if I were to put it somewhere, right? I think we could put it, how about we remove one of these village huts, maybe? Maybe this one? And we'll use that as the entryway or something? I don't know. I don't know, man. My brain's not working anymore. Well, I'd want to enter by this. So I thought entering in the middle would be a smart idea to like walk in right here. But clearly I'm gonna have to walk a pretty great distance if I'm gonna want to put it in a good spot. Plus it'd be in the middle of the pathway, which is kind of stupid, but I don't really know what I'd do, honestly. Yeah. But I definitely don't want it there. That spot's not good. This is also not a good spot. I think if I were to want it somewhere... God, there's just no good spots, is there? Maybe over here? On this side? I mean, there's all this room over here. We might as well make use of it, right? We got this really big path. We could just put... Weird. The world deloads a little bit right there. We could maybe put it... Well, we can't put it in the middle of the path, but... Put it around here somewhere, maybe? I don't know. So I can't put it on that side. This path is too... This path's a little big, but I think we could figure it out. We would need a 3x3 space, so... It'd probably end up being right here. It would be this 3x3 right here. And what it would entail is it would be an entry space basically, and then it would go down. I don't know. If I don't cook here, I might just end stream. Honestly, I want to cook so bad, but I think right here would be... Oh, then it's in the way of this village hut. Well, I mean, it's whatever. I'm going to be coming out, like, right here, so... I guess it doesn't really matter, but... If I were to come out right here, I could theoretically put here, here, here. Or, we could do it on the other side. Yeah, remember that one was gravel. So what we could do is put one here, 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 or like that. Do it like that, and then have, well, I don't have my stone brick anymore, but stone brick around it. Right here, we'll just leave the same. Well, it's not the worst idea. I've seen worse ideas. It's not like the villager even enters on that side, so this is fine. Yeah, but whatever we do, we don't need any you don't need any gaps underneath the stone. It'd be like that. Oh, I think I heard that guy. I was like, why did I hear a villager out of nowhere? Yeah, I think it was that one. But yeah, we just fill this back up. I think this is open space anyway. That's basically, then that would all be open space. And then whatever's on this wall, I guess, would go too, so. Would that impact our path a lot? Not really. No, I think it's actually perfect. And we don't need anything in this corner, so we could probably just leave that as is. Well, the bottom piece. Well, I mean, we could try that and see how it looks, but sure. That looks fine. I got about 20 minutes left in me, I would say. Maybe 20 minutes, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're getting somewhere. We're not just destroying everything for fun. There's a purpose behind all of this. I need to go to the raid farm because my pickaxe is gonna die soon. I don't know. I guess you don't really know until you start experimenting. Balls, there's no raid going. Alright, I'll just deal with my pickaxe, honestly. I mean, honestly, we could just make a new netherite pickaxe at this point. I have been yearning to have more than one. How many blocks I've mined? Jesus Christ. It's a lot of blocks. Wow. Alright, so I don't really know what. I mean, I guess I could continue trying to build. You know, I think that's probably what I need. On the top, we will put stone and glass. Like this. I had Koopa Cape stuck in my head all day. Yeah, we barely make it by that. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was even a possibility. You know, Koopa Cape's been stuck in my head all day, so. I mean, I could put one of those there. What about a slab? Would a slab work? Um, No, slab would that would actually look worse. I think we just take the L on this house, honestly. And then maybe have logs coming in. I don't know. I mean, that's what we had last time. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. I mean, we could theoretically. Or we could just do the cobblestone method. The cobblestone honestly looks better anyway. It does look a bit weird, but I mean, what can you do, right? I honestly didn't mind that structure that I had before, but it's not going to work here because there's just not enough room. So, slabs might honestly have to work. Slabs look fine. So that good? No, I don't think this block is natural. Let me put that like that. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. It doesn't look. It looks much better than anything I've ever made so far. So I think it's honestly worth. Personally, we do need a lantern here though. Ugh. Saying 5 things at once. A lantern here now though, because we're currently we removed like 3 lanterns to get that in there. So that's good. We're done. Ooh, we have a stairway down there. It's no longer over here. So I think step 1 is going to be removing the. We can do this easily right now. I'm just gonna leave it as is. It doesn't really matter if it's how it looks. And then we need to remove this. Oh boy, I don't have any more stone. Well, not sure that was the smartest idea on planet Earth, but you know what? Sure. If I put any stone in here like an idiot? Not yet. I need a few stacks of stone, just because. I'd like to finish cleaning up the area. I don't know why those blocks are not going away. I'd like to finish up cleaning up this little spot right here where we previously had the entryway. I think that once we do this, we'll be pretty set in terms of what the expectations are going forward. Because iron golems won't be able to get stuck in here anymore. And it won't take up a giant chunk of space in a random part of my walkway. So it's not the worst thing in the world. We're gonna need more stone, I think. We're definitely gonna need more stone. Not by much though, we were just short by 5. And then we just gotta fix this walkway right here. And that's all I really want to do, because I don't really know exactly what I want to do with this yet. Actually, I'll remove those trees. But other than that, I have really no idea what I want to do with the rest of that area. I think we should preemptively start grabbing stuff that goes to the path. We have all 4 blocks, I think, on us. No, we don't have stone. We need more stone. Scrap stone. But yeah, I think the final 2 things that I would like to do are fill this in, clear it out. Oh, I didn't grab grass. That's my bad. Fill this in, make sure that's good to go, and then clear out the trees over there so it's a nice fine line. We can work on the terrain next time. That's going to take a hot minute, so I'd rather just take the L on take the L this time on this. But yeah, this I think can wait till next time. I do want to block this up though. That's one thing I do want to do while I have this in my hand. We're just gonna block it up with grass. I don't know. Oh, buddy. I don't know exactly what I want to do. With that area yet. All I know is I didn't want it to be a disaster anymore. I would also like to clean up my inventory before the end of stream. So, a lot to do in the next 10 minutes. But yeah. Remember when I had a to-do list? Those were good times, because now I don't really have a to-do list anymore. I just kind of do things as I go. Once the villager goes to sleep, I can actually let the iron golem out. So I think that's smart. Smart. I think this is mostly going to be grass, and then this is what? I think we should do 3 and then 2, so like right there, maybe. And then this one's like once every block or 2. So we'll do 2, 1. Oh, okay. Let him out. Oops. Oh, he can't fit out. There he goes. I was about to get rid of this guy because I didn't think that he could actually get out. No, he can get out. Put one like right there. And we'll put one maybe I want to say here. And I want to say here, but this is like a yeah, whatever. That looks good. You just gotta bone meal it, and then it'll look fine. Let's get all of our blocks ready. Alright, so we'll just start with the inside, I guess. Gravel. Put stone there for now. No. Flip these around. Flip them around? Yeah, stone. No. Andesite, then stone. Andesite, then gravel. My bad. This is rough. We'll put gravel here. Cobble, no cobble here. Stone. Do 1 stone here. We do stone there and there. And this can be, it's not gravel. It's not cobble. It could be andesite. It's fine. No. Cobble would go good here. And then right here. So we need a gravel here. Andesite. Gravel. Stone. Stone. Gravel. I think we'll just do andesite here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's go do bone meal. We got our iron golem out of solitary confinement. It's pretty good. We got a direct walkway downstairs now, and it requires me to utilize that other space, which is nice. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to do lanterns. Oops. I only have 2 on me, so we'll have to see how this would work. I think having one like right there would work. Yeah. And then one probably up here somewhere. Yeah, that's a great spot. And then like right here. Unlucky. I'd prefer not to have tall grass in my builds. That looks fine. There's just too many poppies. We'll have to get rid of some of those. The one on the end. No, actually the one on the end is fine. Let's get rid of this one. Sure. Kind of looks unnatural. Like there should be one like right there instead. I don't know why that looks so unnatural to me. That looks more natural. Okay, those 2 blocks are not disappearing. Why are these blocks not disappearing? These blocks, these specific blocks have been all just sitting here. You know what it is? I think that's where my... No, it's not where my coaster was, because my coaster... There wouldn't be lanterns where my coaster was. My coaster was all the way over here. But they're in like a line. Is this on a chunk? No. No, it's not. It's not even on a chunk. That one's on a chunk. But these ones are not, which is confusing. This is weird behavior. When your world corrupts, the world starts acting really strange. Oh, I see the issue. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have freaking... I'm an idiot. I should have freaking... Yeah, that's fine. I should have... I should have mined the grass with my shears so I can use it somewhere else. But I didn't. That's my bad. Just gonna grab a random piece of grass from somewhere around here. How about this little lone piece right here on the mountain? Well, that'd be great if I can actually pick it up. Nope. Nope. Alright, I got about 5 minutes left. And surprisingly, I'm actually on pace to be done on time. We're actually on pace, which is not usual for ya boy. Okay. I'm just gonna focus on... I don't really even know where exactly what trees I should mine. That's the thing. I think I said I was gonna mine up to the village, so it would just be those ones, because the other 2 don't really affect the village at all. It was just those ones, because those ones were like in the way. But yeah, we'll find something to do with the rest of the space. I know I will. So we can just do one last look over of this. How it is now. That looks really good. Let's organize our inventory though. That would look even better. Jeez. Jeez. So many issues with space. I literally just cleared out my chests not too long ago. I feel like we're already having more issues with space. I mean, this entire thing is full of fences, yet I'm still struggling. Like, what? I still have 2 empty spots that I need to fill. Like, what do I even do with this? Huh? Yeah, and there's nothing I could take out of there. God bless the United States. That's what happens when you remove things from your base. You just get an influx of resources that you then have no place to put. I'm just gonna throw these in here for now. I don't really know what to do with them. And to be completely honest, I don't care. I'm kind of ready to check out right now. But I think that's gonna do it for me today. We did a lot. That looks so much better without the roller coaster there. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like without with whatever we have in its place. But I mean, I really like this lack of anything right here. This just looks really good. So definitely a great choice. I pick them well, so I don't know if any of this goes to this next tree. I don't think it does. I think it goes like that. I'm just trying to detach these trees, preferably. Okay. So that should be detached. It's not moving. Oh, that's why. But yeah, all that can go. Yep. But yeah, once all that clears, it's gonna look really good. We'll remove the path and we'll figure out what we want to do with the space. There's a lot to do with it, so I don't doubt that there'll be something that I can put there that'll look really good. But this is gonna be my last. I'm just gonna sleep in game and then I'm gonna head out because oh brother, because I'm so bad at inventory management. Like how do I end up with all this stuff? So next stream we're gonna hit 1100 days. Woo! How exciting! We're gonna hit 1100 days next stream, and if everything goes to plan, of course. But yeah, we should hit 1100 days. I'm just gonna leave that in there. We had a lot to do next time. We've done a lot today. I can't even name everything that I've done today. All I know is that I've done a lot of work on my base. I got rid of the roller coaster entirely, apart from the floor, of course, but that was kind of expected. Got rid of some trees here. We added this bridge Very nice looking bridge. Bridge looks pretty sick, I gotta admit it. And we added this pathway over here that goes down into the villager area. Oh, that was a creeper. I really need to not put green blocks there. And I think that's kind of it. I didn't really. There's so much of many things, a bunch of small things, but that's gonna do it for me today. I'm kind of pooped. This has been a lot. Almost 3 hours. Had a great time today, and I'm gonna call it quits while everything is good. Look how open that is now. That's nice. But yep, that is gonna be it for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and log off for today. Very tired. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.